Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to do topic 27, that is integrated nutrient management, INM. So what are the components of INM? Components of integrated nutrient management. First of all, we have got organic manure. Organic manure, example farmyard manure, vermicomposting. We have got farm wastes. Like paddy, wheat straw. We have got industrial waste. We inclusion of legumes in cropping system. Inclusion of legumes in cropping system. Why legumes? Because they fix nitrogen in the soil. We use crop residues. Biofertilizers. Example azolla, the blue green algae. We do green manuring. Here also we use legumes and non-legumes both, and in some amount we also use chemical fertilizers. Example urea, DAP, potash, SSP, etc. So when we use all these elements, all these components in integration in same amount as per the need, then it is called integrated nutrient management, and these are the components of integrated nutrient management. Now moving on, hope you all understand this importance of integrated nutrient management. Importance of INM. So first of all, it increases yields without damaging soil. Increases yields without damaging soil. Without damaging soil. It doesn't damage soil and also increases yield. Increases soil productivity. Soil productivity. Legume inoculation. Legume inoculant plus biofertilizer provides long-term sustainability. Use all available resources and residues, wastage. Use all resources, residues and wastages of farm, as well as home also we can use. Reduces cost of purchasing inputs by using farm manure and crop residue. Reduces cost of purchasing inputs by using farm manure and crop residue. Here we have social plus economic and MIC, economic aspirations of farmers without harming nature. So we overcome or we get the social and economic aspirations what farmer want, but here we are also not harming nature as we are harming in single use of and high use of chemical fertilizers. So these are the importance of INM. Moving on, what are the disadvantages of INM? Disadvantages: lack of knowledge to farmer for proper lack of knowledge, to farmer for proper INM cause negative results. What it cause? Negative results, as farmers are not that aware, not that educated to use INM in a better way. Land degradation due to extensive cropping. Due to intensive cropping. What farmers mindset is that they think we have done INM, now we can crop in happy amounts, so that leads to erosion of the land and degradation of land. Limitations of small holding. Small holdings or land holdings, what is it is prevents INM. Small farmers are not able to do INM in a much better way. Biofertilizer used in INM also has some demerits, like some are crop specific and nutrient specific. Crop specific and nutrient specific, used in heavy amount, costly to adopt, and INM is costly to adopt. So these are some of the disadvantages of INM. Also, these biofertilizers are not available at the ground level in rural areas. Farmers are not aware of what azolla is and what other biofertilizers are. So these are some of the major disadvantages of INM. Now, what are biofertilizers? What are biofertilizers? Very important topic, asked several times in previous years. These are substances containing living microorganisms. It improves supply of primary nutrients. Like NPK. Example of some biofertilizers are rhizobium, azotobacter, blue-green algae, etc. What are the pros of biofertilizer? It increases crop yield by 20 to 30%. Protection against drought and certain soil-borne disease. Protects crop against drought and soil-borne diseases. Cost effective. Its cost is lower than chemical fertilizers. Environmental friendly and cleans plants from precipitated chemical fertilizers, and reduces environmental penalty and cleans plants from precipitated chemical fertilizers. Precipitated chemical fertilizers. But what are the cons of biofertilizers? These were the pros. This is how biofertilizers helps us. Now moving on. Cons of biofertilizers. Cons. Slower than chemical fertilizers. Slower than chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers are faster to act. They provide nutrients to plant very fastly, but biofertilizers provide it slowly. They are slower to act. Difficult to store, as sensitive to temperature and humidity changes. They are difficult to store, as these are microorganisms. They die or get destroyed due to temperature and humidity changes. Has to be used in bulky amount to get good yields. As they have lower nutrient density as compared to chemical fertilizers. Less availability in rural areas. Less availability in rural areas. Less acceptance by farmers. Less acceptance by farmers. Farmers find it easy to use chemical fertilizers as compared to biofertilizers. So these were the pros and cons of biofertilizer. Now moving on. What is green manure? These are fast growing. This is also important, asked several times. Fast growing cover crop. Grown to add nutrients and organic matter to soil. Plowed in soil when they are green. They are plowed in soil when they are green. Example are leguminous plants like coffee, soybean. Non-leguminous plants are also used as green manure. Example millet, sorghum, etc. Millet. What are its pros? Improves soil nutrients and protects from and reduces and protects from soil erosion. Provides forage for pollinating insects. Forage for pollinating insects. Increases aeration of soil. The root system of these plants increases aeration of soil. Suppress weeds. Fix nitrogen, and hence less chemical fertilizer is used. They also fix nitrogen. So what it leads to? Usage of less chemical fertilizer. So what are cons? What are disadvantages of green manure? Some of these plants require good irrigation. hence they are unsuitable for arid farmers. Time factor is one more disadvantage. Farmer can't grow primary marketable crop during green manuring phase. Farmer can't grow primary marketable crop during green manuring phase. So these are some of the disadvantages of green manuring. Now moving on. Types of biofertilizer. What are the types of biofertilizer? Also asked, important. Types of biofertilizer. First one is symbiotic. Nitrogen fixing bacteria. Example, it is rhizobium. And second is loose association of nitrogen fixation bacteria. Loose association of nitrogen fixing bacteria. And these are live around roots but don't develop intimate relationship. Those loose associated bacteria live around roots but don't make any intimate relationship as rhizobium does. Example, Azoospermillum. Then we have got number 3, symbiotic nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria. Example, Anabaena, Azolla. Free living nitrogen fixing bacteria. For this free living nitrogen fixing bacteria. Example, Azotobacter. So these all can be used as biofertilizers. Now, what are the components of biofertilizers? First one is biocompost. Then we have got trichocard. This is used to destroy pests. And it can prevent 80 to 90% losses due to pest. Azotobacter. We have got phosphorus and vermicompost. These are the components of, this is phosphorus, biofertilizers. Now moving on, how biofertilizer is applied. Application of biofertilizer, I will cover it here only. Application of biofertilizer. Number 1 is seeding root deep. Example, rice. Here when we seed rice, we dip biofertilizers in the while planting or after suppose we are doing nursery in rice. We all know that in some days we replant the crop, so while replanting we dip the roots into the biofertilizer and then plant. We do seed treatment. Here what you do, we dip the seeds that we are going to plant into biofertilizers. Third is soil treatment. Here we apply biofertilizers mixed with compost and fertilizers, okay, directly to field. Apply directly to field. Hope you all understand it. Seeding root deep, seed treatment and soil treatment. Now moving on to the next topic, what is the difference between inorganic fertilizer and biofertilizer? These are manufactured artificially, use of natural process. They primarily contain NPK. They fix atmospheric nitrogen and supply those to plant. Fix atmospheric nitrogen, and this nitrogen is supplied to plants. It doesn't primarily contain nitrogen, unlike inorganic fertilizers. Contains higher nutrients. Less nutrient as compared to inorganic or chemical fertilizers. It improves soil structure, add organic manure, increase water holding capacity, and while inorganic fertilizer doesn't do all this. Supply nutrients to plant immediately. Nutrient to plants immediately, whereas it supplies slow but consistent release of nutrients. Manufactured from synthetic products. From living and dead tissues. Manufactured from living and dead tissues. These are the difference between biofertilizer and inorganic fertilizer. Now moving on, what is organic manures? Organic manures. These are materials organic in origin, bulky and concentrated in nature, capable of supplying plants nutrients, and improving soil physical environment. They don't have definite chemical composition, having no definite chemical composition, with low analytical value produced from with low analytical produced from animal, plant and other organic waste, and byproducts. So what do you understand by organic manure? They are material organic in origin. They are organic in origin, bulky and concentrated in nature, capable of supplying nutrients and improving nutrients to plants, and improving soil physical environment, having no definite chemical composition, with low analytical value produced from animal, plant and other organic waste and byproducts. So this is what organic manure is. Now classification of organic manure and sources. How will you classify it? Classification of organic manure and sources. First one is bulky organic manure. We get it from plant and other organic wastes. Get it from plant and other organic wastes and green plant tissue. Number one is FYM, that is compost. Another one is green manure, that is daija, moong, etc. Next is concentrated organic manure. These are edible to cattle. Example: mustard, groundnut. Number one is oil cakes. And oil cakes are of two types. In concentrated organic manure, we have got oil cakes. Edible oil cakes are mustard and groundnut, and non-edible oil cakes are mahua, neem. Hope you all understand. In concentrated organic manure, number one is oil cakes, edible, mustard, groundnut to cattle, edible to cattle, non-edible are neem. And other concentrated manures are blood meal. We have got bone meal, meat meal, fish meal, bone meal, meat meal, fish meal, etc. These are concentrated organic manure. Hope you all understand it. Now moving on to next topic, that is azolla as biofertilizer. Azolla as biofertilizer. So azolla is a free floating water fern that floats in water and fixes atmospheric nitrogen in association with nitrogen fixing blue green algae, that is Anabaena and azolla. These are nitrogen fixing blue green algae. So it is a free floating water fern that floats in water and fixes atmospheric nitrogen in association with blue green and nitrogen fixing blue green algae. Azolla fronds consist of saprophytes with a floating rhizome and a small overlapping bilobed leaves and roots. Rice growing areas are increasingly using azolla as alternate nitrogen source, as it fixes nitrogen. Next point is it is used as biofertilizer for wetland rice. Biofertilizer for wetland rice, and it is known to contribute 40 to 60 kg nitrogen per hectare per rice crop. So I think if you write these 4-5 points in what is azolla, how much nitrogen it produces, in which crop it is highly used, then this will be enough to get good marks. So that was all for today. Hope you all understand what integrated nutrient management is, what biofertilizers is. If you like it, please press the like button, keep making notes. It is your Brahmastra. Most of the question, more than 90% of question will be directly from your notes. After the exam, even I will show you from where questions are asked of this series. And if you have any queries, do comment. Please share and subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.